in which I do my makeup in, I carry that out into the reality with me. People feel my vibration when I do this. This literally works, guys. It's like a cloak. Anyway, we're off on a tangent again. Let's get back onto the self-love. That's gonna be probably more based upon your programming. This, guys, is the NARS. I remember all the time I was like, what does that even mean? Like, what does that even look like? Like, how, like, I'm supposed to love myself, okay, but like, how? So you come to find that truly everything, guys, is energy. Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to another Makeup Little Girly Chit Chat. Get ready with me over self-love, because I'm taking myself out on a date to date myself, right? So I guess that was kind of cheesy. Let me put this little headband thingy on. Don't mind the pink right here. I used a hair mask and it was a color depositing hair mask, and it worked, but it'll look really pretty once I put it all together. Anyway, that fits the theme of what we're going with here today, which is self-love, guys. And I wanted to do this because I received some questions in my DMs from you guys over just like topics for self-love, on how to show your self-love and cheap ways and how to show yourself self-love. I'm gonna be diving into ways in which I like to show my self-love and just my concept on self-love anyways, guys, and what I've come to find, because honestly, when people talk about self-love or like loving yourself, I remember all the time I was like, what does that even mean? Like, what does that even look like? Like, how, like, I'm supposed to love myself, okay, but like, how? You know, it's just, it was a very confusing concept to me, and I know that sounds silly. I'm gonna go in, guys, with my OG. This is the multitasking foundation. I always do a mix because obviously we are in summertime, and we have been laying out by the pool. So I go in with this Glow Illumination by L'Oreal. I switch on and off between this. I get it at Walmart, it's Bright Side. I really like it by itself, but I've been digging the Drunk Elephant Goldie Drops. I have this and the other thing of Drunk Elephant, the tinted moisturizer. Absolutely love it. So as you can tell, it's almost out. And I'm in the midst, guys, of putting together my Amazon shop. So I will link down below what it is, because I'm putting together a glowy goddess list, because you guys are interested in that. So actually, I changed my mind. I am going to use the Drunk Elephant tinted moisturizer. And we don't need a lot. We don't need a lot. So, self-love. Let's go over what the definition is. And guys, this is my definition of what self-love is. And what I've come to find, just analyzing it and the way that I feel in my own life, self-love is just an allowing of authenticity, is what I truly feel it is. Love is our natural state of being. If you really look at it, guys, if you analyze your own life and your actions and the way that you feel, when you feel love, when you feel the emotion of love, it's truly coming from within you. Even though someone may make you feel love, or someone may do something like love in action or something of that nature, and may make you feel a feeling of love, but it's an allowing yourself to feel that feeling even, right? Because we can only love as much as we are allowing ourselves to feel the feeling of love. And honestly, I feel like the feeling of love, or the emotion of love, is going to be never ending. Like, it's going to be like ever expanding, because that is what God is love. And as we know of the universe, it is constantly expanding and evolving. So we are going to continue to reach higher and higher states of love. And it's just us in the human experience allowing ourselves to have experiences to push us to those greater states. And to even go as far as, like, to even get to those states, you have to have the dip of the highs and the lows. So the higher the elevation of love, the more you're gonna fall. So I guess I went on a tangent there, but what would this talk be if I didn't go into a universal concept? Anyway, this is e.l.f. Guys, I love this stuff. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow. Literally, Walmart, so cheap. I'll do this with my contour and it literally gives me the dewiest like little glow. I absolutely love it. I kind of did this backwards because I got on a tangent and I'm not consciously doing my makeup the way that I normally do it. So anyway, that is what I truly feel like love is. Now I'm going in with my contour. This is just Maybelline multi-use concealer. So I will just go in. But love is just an allowing of your natural state of being. It's allowing of authenticity. I really feel like love kind of more on a consciousness human level or a lower level of thinking. I hate to say that. It is basically a self-acceptance is the best way that I can put it. An accepting of yourself no matter what you're going through in life, no matter what is happening around you, no matter what that little like inner voice is telling you is like what's wrong or self-judgment. It's a non-judgment acceptance of yourself, right? Because ultimately, I mean, you hear in Christianity or religion that God is the only thing to judge. And essentially, like, I feel like the only judgment that we truly have is the one that we hold on ourselves, because it's going to be the same one that God is. And I don't believe that God judges, because then that gives God a human characteristic. And it puts him on the same level as us, when God is love in itself and ever expanding. So why would it judge? Why would it judge itself? So anyway, we are off on a tangent again. Let's get back onto the self-love. I'm just going to snap my fingers, and magically just my face is going to be contoured so I don't look like a fictional character. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Unreal Skin Sheer Glow Tint. I really do like it. I just do it kind of just on my cheekbones and a little bit on my temples and forehead, just to give me a little bit of shimmer and dewiness. As I was saying, guys, love is just your natural state of being, and most of the time what humans struggle with is the just allowingness part. So the cheapest way, because you guys have asked like the cheapest way to do self-love, and we'll get more into that, but the cheapest way, if you cannot just allow yourself to be loved or bring yourself back to yourself, you can take certain actions or do more like the holistic route of cultivating a feeling within yourself of love. So this is more like the higher conscious awareness response to self-love. So it's going to be things like getting out in nature, because what is nature? Nature is Mother Earth. Mother Earth is a natural state of love, a mother's love, that nurturing, never like endless supportive energy of like always being there, because she is our support. She is Mother Earth. She provides our home essentially. So you can go out into nature, and by the power of resonance, it gets the energy off of the plants, and it will bring you back up to their level of vibration. So it will elevate you. It will bring you closer, at least, to that sense of love feeling within yourself, because Mother Earth is love in herself. She is that mothery, nurturing, supportive energy that we crave, that home feeling, right? We're essentially trying to bring ourselves back to ourselves, or that home that's within us, within the heart. And that's really what Mother Earth is very nurturing, heart-based energy. This, guys, is the NARS. It's like a palette, a blush palette. And it has like this pink, I don't even know what this pink is. I think it's called Thrill. And then this is Orgasm, Bad Behavior, and then the Laguna. So I just take a little bit of this, and I'm really into pinks right now, because I don't know why. I think it is this self-love. I am really, really, really into love right now, and providing it for myself. As you can see with like the hair coloring, Spirit told me to do it, That's part of me showing myself love and creating an energy within myself for love. I use my hair as a tool, side note, color therapy, and my makeup as well too. So if you guys pay attention to what you're drawn to, it'll give you a lot of insight as well of your emotional state and what you need. Colors are huge in that, especially hair. Hair is a very spiritual thing. You guys are just getting all the little goodies today. I will literally go out in nature, and I find that probably the most healing besides breath work or yoga, or Kundalini yoga in particular, or sound healing. That's another one. But nature is probably going to be the easiest, freest thing, because you can literally go outside, put your feet in the dirt, go. I like to actually put my whole body in a river. Water is actually very healing for myself. I will go on kayaking trips, float trips, like in the summer. Really, really love that. I will find when I come back, my body feels amazing. It feels amazing. And when I go to certain spots, like when I go to Eureka Springs, Arkansas, when I come back every single time, my body feels so good. The inflammation goes down, the tightness, the aches and the pains, they're all gone. Like literally, if you are in pain physically, get your butt out in nature. Now I'm gonna go in with this cream blush. It's just L'Oreal. Those are ways in which you can cultivate the feeling to help bring it with, like, help you allow the feeling, or to at least bring your vibration up to the feeling of love. Let's talk more probably along the lines of what you guys want to hear, and that's more of like the 3D, the more physical actions of love. So love literally is an action, and that's mostly what humans associate love with, or showing yourself love is an action paired with the intention of showing yourself love. That's really what it is, and honestly it works. It's truly how you can get that feeling to be expressed within you, is by taking an action with the intention of showing yourself love. And that's gonna look so different for everybody depending upon the things that you like, your current state of being, your habits, or things that mean love to you, and that's gonna be probably more based upon your programming. I'm going to do my eyes real quick, or my eyebrows, and I need concentration for that. So more along the lines of love in action, and that's gonna look different for everybody. So for myself, guys, I have to determine what self-love looked like for me. I had to really look at the way that in which I felt when I did an action. Whenever you do things unconsciously, or you're just doing acts because you think that, you know, most of the time people say like, oh, so show yourself love by giving, you know, doing a bubble bath or a face mask or something like that. Like that totally can be your thing for self-love. But when I do things unconsciously, guys, when I don't set the intention, I don't really feel like I get the full effects of the vibration or the feeling. You want to be aware of what you're doing and be clear on why you're doing what you're doing. And I feel like that's truly with anything in life. But literally, like, sit down, write out actions with the intention that it's going to show yourself love. So for myself, what self-love really looks like, what makes me feel elevated, are things that I look for me personally, and that is honestly, a lot of it is self-care, and it's making myself feel beautiful. For some reason, for me personally, I associate a level of beauty with love. For some reason, when I feel beautiful, I feel lovely. It's not necessarily to even say like it's all based upon looks. Like I like the way that I look. I love the way that I look. I have built up my confidence. It has taken a long time to do so, and I'm very proud of myself for that. It is more of a self-image type of thing that I have created, that I am the image of love, essentially, is what I try to cultivate. And you can think of this too as like, you know, me doing my makeup right now. I am doing it with the intention of, I put myself together and taking myself out on a date for self-love. When I'm doing my makeup, I am like doing what they probably call makeup magic. You pretty much are the embodiment, or you kind of like romanticize yourself doing your makeup or like doing things for you in a certain energy. And when you do things, an action in a certain energy, you create that reality. So when I'm doing like makeup magic, and I literally used to like, I still do honestly guys, I light a candle and I will put my Hecate statue in my bathroom and do my makeup, and I'm absorbing the energy of her beauty. And when I'm doing this, literally guys, literally people tell me I glow, and it's not because of the makeup. It's literally the energy in which I do my makeup in. I carry that out into the reality with me. People feel my vibration when I do this. This literally works guys. It's like a cloak. Okay, this is kind of a different video in itself, but it makes me feel love when I like do my makeup in a sense of like this love elevated state, because I like to feel beautiful and other people feel that radiating off of me. So you come to find that truly everything guys is energy. It's the energy in which you do actions in that create that timeline or that reality. And when you are clear and what you're creating and why you're doing what you're doing, and you're feeling into it, you're feeling into that energy, then you become a conscious creator, and you can create self-love, you know. So not just with my makeup and like doing things that make me feel beautiful as far as like my looks, and I will also buy clothes in which I feel good in and I feel elevated in. So I take actions in which elevate my energy. And the only way that I understand myself enough to know what causes love for me, not by just listing the things out and setting the intention, but I analyze the way that I felt when I did certain things, right? So when I buy nice clothes and I wear them to work to look professional, or you know, something like that, that's a sense of self-love for me, and I feel good, I feel confident, right? And people can tell. It's not even to say like it was just me and my looks guys. I'm gonna insert this here too. It goes with like your relationships. So me leaving a toxic relationship, I left that relationship out of love for myself. When I did that, I created that timeline. I did not leave it out of hate for the other person or spite or anything like that, because that would have created a really toxic energy, a toxic timeline for myself that I would have had to go heal eventually, or you know, at some point. But I left the relationship out of love for myself to create a life full of love, right? So you can even go to say like showing yourself love isn't just about the looks or like self-care or bubble baths or face masks that I do, or like, you know, doing my nails and stuff, but it's to go to say like it's your relationships, it's how you treat yourself, it's how you show up for yourself. So it's drawing boundaries for yourself. So that's what I did with my relationship, my, you know, soon to be ex-husband probably. It was not a good relationship. And I love myself enough to walk away after trying everything, you know? At what point do you have to ask yourself, when do you love yourself enough to choose you? And that's kind of what it all essentially boils down to. Because ultimately you come to find, and I'm getting a little bit on the universal topics, off topic here, is that the universe or life or reality in itself has no other meaning than other way you assign it. Everything is neutral, and it's only you telling yourself or creating realities based upon the storyline of what your logic is trying to tell you of why you're doing what you're doing based upon how you feel. Or most of it's based upon our programming that we're not even aware of, or most of us aren't aware of until we shine light on it. Another form of self-love, it's not just love in action and doing self-care rituals. It is drawing boundaries for yourself. It's surrounding yourself with good people. And that brings me to my next topic of it's doing hard shit. Doing things that you know are good for you but are difficult, and that can look so different for everybody, guys. That, you know, sometimes that's setting goals and things that you want to create in your life but you're scared to do it. It doesn't mean they're not for you. It just means that you have to have self-love and self-discipline to be able to work with yourself and execute the things that you need to break habits that you need to break, to be able to be the person who, you know, maybe wakes up at 5 in the morning, goes to the gym to get the body that you want, because that's a form of self-love, or to show your body love, to start working it out. That's a form of discipline. It's doing some hard shit, guys. It is maybe adding value to yourself to be able to maybe get a promotion at work. Maybe you have to go back to school and that's difficult for you. Maybe self-love for you is like bringing in more money or something like that, and that is a discipline of saving, you know, that you have to look at your money habits. Those are all forms of things of self-love that I don't think a lot of people associate self-love with, because it's hard. But you are working on yourself, you're bettering yourself, you're elevating your energy. And that's the way I look at self-love, guys. It's elevating us, it's building us. We're all headed in an upright direction, right? So, and that could look totally different for whatever it means for you. I'm going to do my bangs. So self-love looks so different for everybody, guys. It is honestly just you determining what it looks like for you. And you guys did ask for cheap versions of it. And my best advice for you is don't go too cheap, but stay within reason as far as if money is an issue for you, because you have to look at money as a vibration as well too. Self-love is an elevation in your energy, and money is elevating. Money is energy. So the more money you put towards something, the more energy, the more value it has. You have to think of yourself as an investment. Self-love is investing in yourself. So if you have to determine, you know, at what point is it self-love and spending the little extra money to maybe buy yourself organic food. At what point you have to determine, like, when is it that it's self-love as far as you're respecting yourself and your money values, and it is elevating you at the same time. It's adding to your worth, rather than if you spend too much, it can kind of have the opposite effect of whereas you're not respecting your money values. So some things are worth the money, some things aren't worth the money. It just all depends upon what your values are, right? And what elevates you and what doesn't. A lot of creativity is a form of self-love for me. So I guess that's a cheap way you can, and why I probably create so much content, because it is a outlet. I'm sending you guys all my light and all my love. Satnam.